I don't really care if people get mad or not at me, but you know what? I love Putin. I think he's a great guy.
No. He's a dictator.
I am 100% on the side of Russia.
Jimmy.
You know what?
Jimmy.
You know what?
No.
Here,
What does your ideal woman look like?
I mean, blonde, skinny, fat ass, doesn't matter.
Oh.
Big.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. And I have a lot of non-white friends. I do.
Welcome, everybody, to the Luke Pipala Show. Real quick before we start, everybody subscribe. Give me a like, comment. But we need everybody's support here. I'm so close to being monetized. I'm like this close. So if you just hit that subscribe button, and feel free to watch my other videos too, podcast episodes, whatever it is. If you want to be on the show in the future, the email that you will contact will be in the description. And so with that being said, Jimmy Clacko, you are the biggest guest probably of all time on this channel.
Yeah,
we've had some stars on this channel, man.
Oh, you have.
Geo Chops.
Yep.
Yeah, he's probably our most notable. But it is just such a pleasure to have you on, man. I have so many questions, but I know you have a lot of opinions. And so the first thing I want to ask you is, how do you feel about these Trump indictments?
They're terrible.
Go on.
They're being how do I say, they're being politically used to favor Joe Biden. You know? I mean, they're saying that Trump raped Carol E. Jean or whatever.
Yeah,
30 years later.
Yeah, which is crazy too, because she was on CNN, right? And she told
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper that rape is sexy.
Hell yeah, she did.
And then
she's
accuses...
like, Ray, baby.
But she literally did. She said rape is sexy, and like they cut the commercial because it was so like obscene. It's just weird now too. I don't know. I'm gonna crack a beer real quick.
No, go ahead.
We're drinking Mickey's on the pod here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Those of you who don't know, I'm drinking Natural Light. I know, not everyone's favorite beer, but when I went to the store, it was $20, so I said, screw it.
Yeah, $20 is $20, man.
Mm-hmm.
So. So yeah, all these allegations. I don't know much about the E. Jean Carroll one, but what I do know is the real estate one.
They're having Trump pay $63 million.
Yeah, and what's crazy about that too is I think they're gonna appeal. He's gonna get the money back.
Hell yeah!
But it's just I don't know. I'm not somebody that's like a Trump supporter per se. I would much rather see RFK.
Robert Kennedy Jr.
Yeah. But still, I mean, Trump is such a polarizing guy. I'm more or less a Trump fan, not a supporter. He is so entertaining. Do you remember in high school, bro? We'd wake up at like 6:30, right?
Yeah.
And by the time 8 o'clock came, everybody would be like, holy shit, did you see what the president said? Did you see what Trump tweeted?
Yeah.
And it was just some crazy shit. He was mocking Kim Jong-un, calling him Rocket Man. And those were the days.
Yeah.
And then the world ended in 2020, and here we are.
We didn't elect Biden. They stole the election.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah. I don't, and I'm not saying that just because I'm a Trump supporter.
Right.
It's obvious. There's no way that this guy won. I mean, the guy looks at the wall right there and does this and says, "Hi, wall. You gonna vote for me?"
We'll see if YouTube takes us down for that.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I think that Biden won. I think that Trump was just widely unpopular at the time, and people had enough, so they wanted to elect somebody different.
So they had enough of the tweets.
Basically,
Because I know they didn't have enough of putting $20 in their gas tank and cheap grocery store pricing.
You see outside, I have a truck, so I feel it. I feel it right now. Right now, gas is like, what, $3.60 right now?
Yeah, it takes me, I think at most, I drive a stupid van now, 52.
A white van.
Yeah. If Trump was president, you could cut that in half and make it 32.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It was, I feel like based off like the economy, every president, it's a layup. Every president, like, you don't have to do much to stimulate our economy and have people doing well. But just with everything going on and and like the Democratic Party wants to blame like inflation on Trump, which is funny because Trump's not even in office.
I know.
And you hear this like, oh, it's just Donald Trump. Like, I don't know.
Now, I'm a Republican. Now, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I am not a fan of George W. Bush.
Go on.
I am not a fan of him. He's just, I think the economy was terrible. He did terrible. With 9/11 handling, he did a horrible job.
Were you alive during 9/11?
No, I was
I was like 6 months.
But as the years go on, we're starting to learn more about Bush and all the shady things that he did.
Dick Cheney too.
Yeah, Dick Cheney.
Have you seen the movie Vice?
Yeah.
Christian Bale plays Dick Cheney. It's crazy how like not corrupt, but politically driven he was, and he was like Darth Vader. He was just like controlling everything from behind George Bush, which was so fascinating.
Oh yeah, and then we elected Obama. Oh, that was terrible.
I don't know. The drone strikes were really bad. I think that's when drone strikes really became like prevalent, was under Obama. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he started it.
Yeah.
So you could thank him for that.
And he got a Nobel Peace Prize, which is ironic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know much about Obama's policies. Much. I tend to focus on like when I became really interested in politics was probably like around like the end of his presidency, like when I was 15 or 14. So I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much. I'll admit that. But ever since like then up till now, like I have a pretty good knowledge of that. So I don't know. I can't really criticize.
There was
Obama
one Democrat that I did like.
Who?
And his name was Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Well, I did like him.
Now he's independent.
Yep, I did like him. That's the only Democrat that I liked.
What do you think about what he says about universal basic income?
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, because like his argument was that when humans inevitably become automated out of reality because AI is so prevalent and AI will take X amount of jobs, you get like $1,000 a month just for like your basic needs, and then that'll help to stimulate the economy in some way.
By the way, I don't think AI is a good thing.
Talk about AI, because I was going to ask about AI. What do you think about AI?
I think AI. I think it puts not an existential threat to humans, but I think it puts a danger out there.
Keep talking. I'm just going to check on the camera real quick.
Okay, because I think that the AI could take over a lot of human things, I think it could take over jobs, maybe they could make AI. What I'm most concerned about is they're going to make AI robots. Like in New York City, I saw a video of robot cops.
Yeah.
Now what if I'm walking in New York City? I'm there for a day.
Right.
Walking around the city, and that cop says, "You're under arrest." It falsely accuses me of committing a crime.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most concerned about.
What are you going to do?
I mean, I don't know what I can do because I mean, our government and judicial systems are so corrupt. There's really nothing you can do.
Like, think about it. You've already seen this too in New York City, where like cops or the robot cops, like people like flip it over, like throw rocks at it. It's not a person. You know what I mean? And here's another thing too. I feel like go ahead. Whenever like no, you're good. Whenever robots, because this is gonna happen eventually, they're gonna become more or less like integrated with society. Yeah. People talk about having like like sex robots, which I think is crazy. I think it's so.
I'm never f***ing a robot.
No. But it's just like, and then people talk about robot rights, and it's like, what? Like, these things aren't human. People have literally talked about this. Joe Rogan's talked about this before. And it's just so crazy to me, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of scary. Have you been following Elon Musk? I didn't even write this down. Have you been following Neuralink? Elon Musk, like the brain, the chip implant?
I don't really care for Elon Musk. I mean, I'm sorry. Not? I don't know. I feel like he's just another guy out there acting like he cares about me and you.
Huh.
But
what do you think about the purchasing of Twitter, though, from Elon Musk?
I like it. I think it's better than whoever owned it before. Oh, and another thing. You know what? That brings me to what's happening with Mark Zuckerberg.
Go ahead.
That's not his fault at all. What the children are seeing. You know what? If the child has the phone, the parents allowed it, and the parents didn't monitor what they're looking at, so it's the parents' fault.
Tell everybody what you're talking about real quick.
What I'm talking about is, so Mark Zuckerberg was apparently getting in trouble for, I don't know, something with the children seeing, like, I don't really know all the details, seeing inappropriate things. I blame the parents for that more than I blame Mr. Zuckerberg. Now, Ted Cruz, I don't know if you guys know who he is.
Fat as shit.
Yeah.
I hate Ted Cruz.
Yeah, I don't like him that much. He was just, oh my God, was he going off on Mr. Zuckerberg? Holy I couldn't believe how many times he just kept Mr. Zuckerberg, Mr. Zuckerberg. We wouldn't even let the guy talk.
Well, Ted Cruz is bought and paid for too. You know that.
Yeah.
He does the same insider trading that Pelosi does. It's just,
But I will say I do like Greg Abbott though, the governor of Texas.
yeah, Greg Abbott's cool.
He's cool, but Ted Cruz, nah, he can go to hell.
What do you think? Holy shit! What do you think about Texas having to take down the barbed wire? The Supreme Court telling them to do so at the border.
I mean, you know what? It's basically this: President Biden doesn't want to do it, we're gonna do it.
Do you think that Texas eventually will secede from the United States and become its own country?
I don't know.
It's crazy though.
I mean, I don't know. You see, the problem is that President Biden isn't doing well. Now he wants to do something because he sees that Texas is doing it.
Right, and the argument is that the Republicans are saying he already has the power to control
the whole
border.
argument here with what's going on is why President Biden went to East Palestine, why he's getting mad at Texas, why he keeps bringing up abortion, is because this guy knows that he has no shot to win this next election.
Talk about East Palestine, because for everybody that doesn't realize, we are recording 23 minutes from the city of East Palestine.
Yeah.
Or town of East Palestine.
I went down there for the Trump rally.
Yeah.
And me and these couple people went down to where the train crashed. And I'll tell you what, I was getting nervous. My anxiety was getting up real bad because I could smell the chemicals.
Yeah, and there were like dead birds too. I remember seeing it.
And when I was breathing, I could smell the chemicals. I was like, oh, geez, I don't know if we should be over here. But
there was oil in the lake.
Yeah.
Who was it? JD Vance went down. He was poking the lake with the river with a stick and seeing like the oil.
1 second. Aren't you so glad that we elected JD Vance and not Tim Ryan?
I mean, I kind of see. I felt like Tim Ryan was kind of like more or less putting on like a brave face and kind of like,
yeah, because as you saw on the night before that race, Tim Ryan posted on his Instagram, left it all on the field.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on him. I don't know too much.
The only thing that he did for Mahoney County was he saved us like $300,000.
I had
something
no clue.
Like that. That's the same thing with our county commissioners, but excuse me to anybody that knows Carol or Dave Zitzler, Anthony Travacana, but they're all a bunch of idiots and they're all a bunch of morons and they don't have a brain. So just want to say that real quick.
Boy.
I'm not a supporter of them.
Oh boy.
But yeah, they did something over there at the Campbell Fair where they gave them like $375,000. Oh, big deal.
Oh. Well,
seriously.
This is a national show, Jimmy.
I know.
Oh yeah, they're gonna hear about
you. I hope Carol sees it because you know the Fabio, he's gonna wipe his ass with Dave Sizzler come this election.
I don't even know who any of these people are, but what he said, I guess. Okay, I want to go back real quick to that East Palestine, the whole tragedy there. It was so ironic that Trump, even though he wasn't in power, he was the first guy to go. The current president, Joe Biden, it took him however many days to get there, but Trump was there almost immediately.
It took him 375 days. It took him a year.
That's right. Hold on, he didn't go. He wasn't there last year.
No, he only went to East Palestine not because he gives a shit about what happened. It's because he's all political.
Hold on. I think you might be right. I'm not I thought Biden already went, but I do know that they sent Pete Buttigieg there, the Secretary of Transportation.
You know who else was with them? That son of a bitch, Sherrod Brown, was with them.
Who is Sherrod Brown again?
He's I think
senator.
He was our dumb senator.
What makes him dumb?
He's just another rich politician up there.
I see.
Sitting in the money, but that's all right because we're gonna beat Sherrod Brown too. I don't give a damn how much money that motherfucker has.
Hell yeah. How do you feel about term limits for politicians?
I think there needs to be term limits.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you what. January 6th, them Proud Boys were so close to getting those motherfuckers.
Oh boy.
So freaking close, but
what do you mean, Jimmy?
I don't want to go
without getting banned on YouTube here. Holy shit!
Damn it, we were close to getting into that wherever that. wherever they were talking, grabbing those papers and shoving it right up the Democrats' ass.
Oh, boy.
And Trump would have still been president.
We don't want to get banned, Jimmy.
We're not going to get banned.
Okay. Maybe not you, but maybe me. I already have had a strike and a warning, so we're treading water here already. But that was a very interesting take that you had. I did not prepare for that. Let's segue to a different topic here.
Okay.
Out of fear from getting banned from this platform, what does your ideal woman look like?
Oh God.
You could go on and on, can't you?
I mean, blonde, skinny, fat ass, doesn't matter.
Oh.
Big tits.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I was kind of referring to like personality, but sure, you can. The physical can go first. I did say look like, so that's on me, I guess.
Yeah.
Big tits though.
Sure.
Are you a tit guy?
Sure.
Do you have a preference, tit or ass?
No, I don't.
Huh. Look at you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't segregate.
Nope.
I like that. That's very good. But like in terms of Go ahead. No, that's so good. In terms of personality though, like what do you want or look for in a woman?
I don't know, man. Just make sure she's hot.
Make sure she's hot.
Good looking, man.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was expecting. What are your thoughts on the upcoming election?
Oh God, this is awesome. I've waited 4 freaking years, and I finally get to go back to the Board of Elections downtown, and I get to put my circle on Donald Trump's name.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think happens if Trump loses?
January 6th, but this time there's gonna be not just hands involved.
Careful, Jimmy.
There's gonna be more involved.
We don't want to get banned.
We're not, but there's gonna be.
We are not endorsing the idea that the election was stolen. Let's just clarify for the cameras.
All right. We're not. Yeah, we're not doing that.
No, we're not.
But in my opinion, I think it was.
But it wasn't. Full discretion here.
YouTube, don't get mad at an American citizen for having an opinion.
That's
please.
That's right. It wasn't stolen. Anyway, just that's just what I have to say to the camera here.
No, that's cool.
I'm a little fearful now. What are your thoughts on Taylor Swift?
Oh God,
Was the Super Bowl rigged?
Hell yeah, it was.
Talk about it.
So, I remember the first 5 weeks of the NFL. Man, did the Chiefs suck.
They did.
They sucked. And once they had that damn Swift come around, boy, they just went right up to the top, man.
Right.
Seems like everyone in Kansas City was going to shake it off. And boy, let me tell you, they did. They did.
I was just about to use that. Oh, and you took it away from me. You took the word right out of my mouth.
They shook it off, and they freaking, I have no idea. Yeah, they did.
Would you say it was a love story?
Oh, hell yeah, it was. You know what, yep, it was a love story, man. Kansas City won in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know. We were watching it upstairs, and my aunt kept saying, "Oh, the 49ers were up 10-3," and my aunt, big into like conspiracies and stuff.
Yeah.
She won't openly say she's a part of QAnon, but we think she is. And she kept saying, "Oh, you just watch. They're gonna come back."
And I was rooting for the Youngstown San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
I don't know. I just hate the way I see Mahomes and like the way he moves around. He's so like flamboyant with it.
There's a script.
That's not homophobic.
There's a script, and let me tell you something. There's a script.
Talk about the script.
So you have your favorites, and now I'm talking about now, not like early 2000s. I think NFL was not as bad, but you have the Browns. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Browns and the Steelers are not NFL's favorites right now. I
don't know, because Myles Garrett got the Defensive Player of the Year over T.J. Watt.
It's all comedy. When it comes to which team is going to be on the top of the NFL, they're looking at Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Screw them.
This is a comedy podcast after all.
Yeah, they want Kansas City. They want Baltimore. See, they want guys that are exciting like Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. They look at Kenny Pickett. Yeah, screw him. Joe Flacco. Yeah, he already got one. Send him home.
Those damn white dudes.
I'm telling you, it is.
Yeah.
It's the damn bookies, whatever they want.
Hey, listen, they're making a lot of. Oh, they were making a lot of money. Now they're out of a job.
Yeah, they are.
How do you feel about the sports gambling just continuing to be legalized in this country?
I think it should be illegal.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because I think it would make sports more fair. Therefore, if you don't have money on any team, it's anyone's game.
But don't you think that for like the individual states, the money coming in could go to like problems? I mean, I don't know if it's doing that right now, but I'm just saying like.
I know, but I just think it needs to be more fair than it is.
Huh. It's an interesting take. I wasn't thinking about that. I don't think sports gambling being legalized necessarily makes it fair or unfair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the craziest thing that you've ever done? And by the way, I will just say real quick before you answer that, not to cut you off, I have prepared lots of questions. You are the biggest guest once again. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. Give everything else a like and a comment. Craziest thing you've ever done, Jimmy Clacko. And if it's a criminal thing, you don't have to implicate yourself. You could just lie.
Oh boy, craziest thing I've ever done. Oh, geez, on macro. Let me think.
Remember,
Because I've done a lot of shit.
no edits.
I have. Let me. Shit. Fuck. Oh, this is a tough one here. There's a lot of shit that I've maybe. I don't know. Probably smashing my car taillights.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
I don't know. It was just out of frustration, and I literally, in my mind, there was no thoughts. In my mind, it was fuck it. You're doing it. So I grabbed the thing and I started bashing.
So, what drove you to this point?
I don't know if I want to discuss that.
Okay. Are you allowed to talk about the golf cart controversy?
Golf cart?
Wasn't there a golf cart that it was like you and a couple other people?
I was not a part of that video.
Oh, okay. You heard it here first. He was not a part of the video. We're going to keep going here. What do you think the direction for America in the future is going to be?
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Good?
I mean, if we elect Trump, yeah, it'll be good.
Say we don't. Say America elects Biden again.
It's over.
You think?
I'm gonna be going to one of the place on Market Street, and I'm gonna be asking the price of a tombstone, because we're all gonna be going in the ground.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Because with that idiot, that president, at any given time, any country could come over here and do what they want.
Well, he's not the president. We know that. There's other people controlling
Obama's
him.
behind it.
You
Obama, think? I think it's Obama.
This is just
Hillary
an opinion.
Clinton, maybe, but it's mainly Obama.
Interesting. I've heard this conspiracy too. And it's quite interesting because I believe there is a cabal behind Biden.
Every campaign video where Biden asks people to vote, Obama's next to him.
Yeah.
It's Obama. Obama, you need to understand that you did your 8 years. Get out of here.
Yeah, Barack.
For crying out loud.
Get out.
Damn.
Shit.
So tired of that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Well, he is the son of a woman. This is true.
But Obama, just want to let you know that your woman, that your wife, used to be a man. So.
Oh. Do you think he knows?
No, I don't think he. Probably. Do I think he cares? No, because he's Obama.
What do you think about the alleged gay lover of Obama, and when he wrote a letter to somebody in college and it said, "I make love to men, but in the imagination."
I mean, hey.
I think he's confirmed.
Yo, hell yeah.
Yeah. Confirmed bisexual. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, excuse me.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Yeah. These things happen. Do you think they're gonna run Biden? Because he still has 9 more months, 8 more months.
Yep. I think if worse comes to worse, I think they'll put Kamala in his place. Kamala Harris.
But she has an even lower approval rating than him.
Oh, I know, but it's the Democrats. They don't give a damn.
I mean, I guess, but I just don't think that's political suicide because Trump wins automatically.
Oh, that's why I am praying that they put Kamala in there. Either way, Trump's winning.
in my opinion, I wish that Kamala would be in there right now because at least there wouldn't be like this secret cabal making decisions for the United States. In my opinion, that's what's happening. And like we would have somebody finally making decisions like on their own.
Yeah.
Because Biden, everybody knows, or at least it's theorized, that he is having help. So I don't know, man. I think Gavin Newsom is at play. It doesn't seem like Michelle Obama wants that title.
Oh my, please! If she comes back, oh God, I don't even want to think.
Everybody's getting skinny. You don't need us.
I don't want to think about an Obama coming back. I mean, it was already a nightmare when we had to watch that idiot win the 2008 and 2012 election. God forbid if Michelle came, geez, it'd be a nightmare all over again.
I don't know. It would kind of shake shit up, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, it would.
Because, like, I mean, I really don't have a dog in this fight anymore. I like the craziness that is the United States of America. Like, we're so fortunate. Like, the news cycle, it never gets boring. There's never a dull day in the news cycle.
Nope.
Do you think that there will be a civil war?
Oh, hell yeah.
You think?
Oh, I think it's coming.
I hope it doesn't happen, obviously. Like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. It's quite a tragedy if it does happen.
Yeah, it is gonna. Eventually, it's gonna happen because our government is corrupt as hell.
All right, but how? Because you have, like, Pennsylvania, for example, right now it's a blue state. Ohio is a red state. So, like, how would that work? You know what I mean? Well, they're technically a swing state, but they voted blue in the last election. Ohio is now red. So, like,
Ohio is getting even more red.
yeah, but like for example, you have places like California. That's at one side of the
California
country.
will never be red again.
Right. Well, it's really blue, but then you have places like Arizona. It's a swing state. Nevada, a swing state, and you have places like Oklahoma.
I think Nevada is gonna go red this year.
Well, my question to you is, how do we have a civil war when it's not like North versus South anymore? It's like people are so spread out over like different territories, and so the regions, like one group having a region versus another group, it's very hard.
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, I really hope it doesn't happen because I feel like this country has a lot of great opportunities still.
I don't see how the Biden supporters don't have a brain yet and can't see that their freaking guy is a literal idiot.
They all have blue hair.
It's not even that. It's just how look. I'm not saying that they have to come and support a Republican, but how in the hell do they support this guy Biden?
I think it's because they hate Trump even more. Like, because, you know.
Then that is what's gonna get us in trouble. It's gonna get us screwed if they keep thinking that.
I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of the country is waking up.
I mean, you know what? If I was a Biden guy, I would say, yeah, I don't like Trump, but you know what? If I can put $20 in my gas tank, and I could go to a grocery store for under $40, I'm going to vote for Trump.
Well, you saw what Shannon Sharp said like a year ago. He doesn't care how high the gas prices are. If Trump's
he's a moron.
You think?
Oh, that guy's a moron. What's
your opinion on Shannon Sharp?
He's like Mike Lombardi, NFL. You remember him?
Yeah.
Moron.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think he's a moron?
Yeah, he's like Tony Romo. You know, Kansas City, baby.
Yeah.
My homies, baby.
Not a fan of Tony Romo
no, I
at all.
am not. He sits up there and supports the NFL's favorites.
What are your thoughts on, and I wanted to go back to this too, I didn't get a chance to ask, but Pfizer kind of dictating who won the Super Bowl, because it was, you said,
Pfizer,
it said sponsored by Pfizer.
Pfizer, ever since COVID, has become the company. You know how there's Walmart and Target and all them?
Right.
Pfizer has jumped them.
Yeah.
Since COVID.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
And we all know why. But we don't want to get banned from YouTube, so I'm just going to go on to the next question here.
Oh, go ahead.
What are your thoughts on climate change? Is it real? Is it fake? Are we in the middle?
It's a bunch of bullcrap.
Go on.
When it's time for this planet to end, it's going to end.
Huh.
Doesn't matter what you do.
Huh. But don't you think that, like, we're contributing a little bit to climate change, like just burning all the coal and fossil fuels?
Sure.
But I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. I think it's an issue, but I'm not like Greta Thunberg, you know what I mean? I don't think it's that big of an issue, you know what I mean?
See, the Obama administration thinks it's a real big issue. They thought it was, but I disagree.
Huh. I mean, I don't know. I think to an extent we've done better. Emissions are lower now. The real problem, though, is China and India, because they just got here and now their civilizations are starting to catch up.
They're not going to do anything.
Exactly.
So why should we?
Well, I mean, you know, I think we're the model
It
of the
doesn't
world.
even matter if we started. China, see, what doesn't matter what the United States does. China will always do what they want.
Huh. You think?
Oh, I think so.
Huh. Interesting take. I don't know. I feel like if we're going to get into conflicts with these countries, there has to be compromises. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing I want to talk about, too. World War III. You have the Israel and Palestine conflict, and then you have the bigger Russian and Ukraine conflict that's been going on for longer. Mm-hmm. Where do we go from here as a country?
I want to say about the Russia-Ukraine war. It didn't have to happen.
Right. I understand
because
that.
all President Biden had to do was give Russia and Putin what they want and keep his mouth shut, and they would be happy, and they wouldn't do anything.
Right. Well, but you have to understand, too, like, they do have, I know there are people in the Ukraine that don't want Russia to take the territory that they wanted to, and I think that was the controversy.
But I think what Ukraine should be thinking is, you know what, if it makes Russia happy and they don't kill us, you know what, I'm going to support that.
Huh. What do you think about Putin allegedly... Hold on. It's gonna ring one more time.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. That's an old fax machine that I had no clue was working.
Nice.
That should be the last time it rings.
Before you answer... Oh, no, wait, hold on. This might be the last one.
That was embarrassing.
Hold on, before you answer this question... Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go.
It might be 5 times.
Oh, 6?
Holy crap.
Hold on. Oh, 7.
7. Is this just going to keep going? I'm going to check this out.
We're at 8. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Okay. Maybe I'll have to check it out.
Keep talking and I'll go on.
No, before you say anything else, I do want to talk about Putin.
Go ahead.
And I don't really care if people get mad or not at me, but you know what? I love Putin. I think he's a great guy.
Whoa.
I am on...
No. He's a dictator.
I am 100% on the side of Russia.
Jimmy.
You know what?
Jimmy.
You know what?
No.
Here, let me tell you something,
Jimmy.
man. Let me tell you something, man.
What are we doing?
Let me tell you something. This war didn't have to even happen because, you know what? If you give Putin what he wants, you make him happy, and you make Russia happy, and they leave you alone.
But he's not a good guy. Jimmy.
Hey, I understand that, man. I understand that, man. But come on, man. You gotta be on his side, man. Because if you go on his side, listen, you go on his side, you make him happy, and he leaves everyone alone.
Jimmy. He killed his biggest political opponent.
I understand that.
Jimmy. You can't go along with that.
I understand that, man.
Jimmy.
I understand. But if you give Putin what he wants, you make the guy happy, he leaves everyone alone.
But that's what he wanted. Murder. He killed his biggest political opponent.
But here's the thing. If you give him what he wants, he won't do murder.
Jimmy.
You make the guy happy, he will not do murder. I'm telling you.
That was a controversial take. Whew. I don't know,
Donald
man.
Trump, you know why there wasn't Russia didn't do anything when Trump was president? Because he gave him what he wanted.
Well, I don't think that's true. I think he threatened Russia, and through the threats, like we have the best.
But he did give him a little something. Trust me.
What do you mean?
He gave him a little cash.
You think?
He made him a little happy. Oh yeah.
How do you know this?
I'm telling you, man. Putin, it's not hard to negotiate with him. Now, Kim Jong-un, that's very hard negotiating. And I think Trump did a good job with him.
I feel like if you just give Kim Jong-un a little bit of food, he'll agree to whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you the Trump Kim Jong-un negotiation in North Korea. I think it was even.
You think?
I think it was hard on Trump and it was hard on King. They both gave each other very hard negotiations.
I will say he is the first president that stepped foot in North Korea. Trump's got he's got
balls.
He's got a big sack on him.
Yeah, he does.
Got a big sack
I
on
mean,
him.
I wouldn't be afraid to go to Kim Jong-un.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because
dive deeper into that.
Let me tell you something, man. I mean, I understand Kim Jong-un is powerful and has a lot of missiles, but come on, man. It takes just one of our most powerful bombs to take that country out. See ya.
I mean,
I'm not afraid of Kim Jong-un.
Interesting.
Like Trump said, he's a small man. Trump called him the Rocket Man.
Yes, I remember that.
But I like to call him the Small Rocket Man.
Interesting.
The tiny guy. Yeah, if he even dares to send one missile over here, he's done. North Korea's done.
You're very passionate about this issue.
He's done.
So you just think like one missile and poof, he's gone.
No, I don't. The Kim Jong-un. Well, with Biden as president, yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll win easily. Anybody will win. I mean, a freaking special needs kid could win in a war against this moron. But with Trump as president, he has no shot.
Have I ever told you you're my hero?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
And China too. I'll tell you what, we could them up.
Oh, okay. Go on.
I understand that they have a lot of men. And listen, they're very intelligent now.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, man, I'll tell you what, nah, China can't defeat us. Nah, we're too strong.
Huh.
Our brave men and women in our armed forces, nah, man.
You're forgetting about the non-binary people.
Oh, okay, them too.
Yeah.
Nah, they just have something in there that just no one's gonna mess with us.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, I kind of figured that too, but
now extraterrestrial life, I have no idea if we had to fight them.
That's something that I haven't even thought of on this podcast. Not even in the pre-interview questions that I wrote down.
Because they could be so more intelligent. They could have like a like let's say they could have a missile, but it's like an electronic missile. It could go it launches, it could go like that.
Huh.
You won't even see it, but you're gonna just see just whole ring of fire, just. You know?
Interesting. Did you know it's National Muffin Day?
No, I did not. I don't really like muffins, but
Happy National Muffin Day.
Oh, Happy National Muffin Day.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up Putin because. Excuse me.
No, go ahead.
Because I don't mind him.
The floor is yours.
I don't mind Putin.
Interesting.
And I'm sure a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for saying that.
And they can get mad in the comments.
I'm sure they are, man, but I think, what Putin is doing is, I'm sorry to say this to Ukraine, but I'm on Russia's side because it could have been prevented. Biden could have prevented it, and he helped giving money to Ukraine. And when Putin saw that, Putin's like, all right, so President Biden's basically saying, F Russia. All right, then, you know what, President Biden, we're going to go into Ukraine, and we're going to cause damage. That's what Putin basically said.
Huh.
Because Putin didn't get what he wanted.
But you understand, Putin's not a good guy.
He's not a good guy, but I don't mind him.
Like, he fixes the elections to make sure he has the power still.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in power.
He actually helped. This is why I really like Putin, because he actually helped President Trump defeat Hillary Clinton.
Oh.
He knew if Hillary Clinton got elected, it'd be over.
Huh.
I'm going to tell you, Hillary Clinton said that she has great connections with Putin, but I disagree. I think her connections with him are terrible.
Do you think she'll run again?
Oh, gosh, I hope not.
You think?
Oh, my God, because, it was already hard enough in 2016 just defeating her. I mean, she won the popular vote, but who knows?
Right. What do you
They
mean?
could make that up.
You think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember Miley Cyrus, and she's another idiot.
What does Miley Cyrus have to
She's another idiot. She's crying. We could have had the first female president. Yeah, Miley Cyrus, go F yourself. Sorry, we didn't have the first female president, and we never will.
Oh my God.
And then Lady Gaga, which I like her too, but she was crying too, like an idiot. Hillary didn't win. Oh my God, we're in trouble. There's a racist, homophobic, racist, sexist in the White House.
Do you think he's racist?
Who?
Trump.
Hell no.
Why?
I think if maybe the African Americans in this country would wake up a little bit, I think they would see that Trump supports them.
Oh boy.
Seriously.
Oh boy.
I'm not a racist, but I think if they wake up a little bit, I think they would obviously see that Donald Trump is the answer.
Interesting.
He's a president, and I hate when people say that it's just for whites. No, President Trump is for everyone: Latinos, African Americans, Asian Americans, Muslims especially.
Oh boy.
Donald
Oh boy.
Trump does not hate Muslims or Mexicans.
Oh boy.
He just doesn't want you guys coming over illegally. That's all. That's all he's saying. That's all he is saying.
My heart is pounding right now.
That's all President Trump is trying to say right now.
I hope YouTube, I really hope you don't ban us. I'm gonna
Don't
try.
ban him.
I'm gonna try.
I'm an American with free speech. Don't ban him.
Oh boy.
What I know. I'm probably gonna have the FBI come to my house tomorrow. CIA.
Well, the episode releases on Thursday, and we're recording on Tuesday, but maybe.
But for any Muslims or African Americans, please don't get mad at me because I am speaking the truth. You know what? To the Mexicans that are going to see this, I've been to Mexico before, and I like your country. But you know what? I had to go into your country with a passport, with an American passport. And if I didn't go through with a passport, I go to jail. And that same goes for you when you come here. Sorry.
There we go.
I'm sorry to say it.
You're standing on business.
I am.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And I have a lot of non-white friends. I do. And I think they're great. I think they're great. They're just awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a while since, I first contacted you.
My first best friend
was, boy.
Can I tell you this? My first ever best friend was an African American.
Really?
Yes, he was. And his family loved the shit out of me. Yep.
Huh.
It didn't matter that they were black. It didn't matter that I was white. All that mattered is that we were great people and we got along.
There you go.
There you go.
Huh.
There you go.
Well, that's very good.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to them.
Hell yeah. Shout out to them. Because I love African Americans more than anyone.
Oh, boy.
They're great. They are.
I agree.
They invented marijuana.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Great. It's awesome. Like Snoop Dogg.
Oh, boy.
Legendary person.
Oh, yeah.
He could sit up there and oh my gosh, he could just smoke joint after joint after joint. It's crazy.
You're my hero.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think about Snoop Dogg saying he has no bad opinion about Trump? Nothing bad to say.
Well. Before now, I remember Snoop Dogg wasn't a Trumpy.
Right, yeah, he shot a doll in a music video that looked like Trump, but
yeah,
he just came out recently and said that he has nothing bad to say about Trump.
I think that Snoop Dogg is finally realizing that Trump wants to give out the truth and wants to be honest. Trump wants to tell you what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and how it's going to happen. And he's looking out for us.
Yeah.
The Democrats are sitting there. Look at these idiot Americans falling for our shit. Oh, this is great.
What do you mean falling for our shit? Could you go into detail?
Like how President Biden, says that I'm going to be for every American, not for red states, for blue states, but for the United States. They sit there and they say that, but when they're done talking, they go back and they're like, money? Here you go. Great. So what should we say tomorrow? Oh, just keep making up lies and you'll get more money.
Do you think that the Republicans do that at all too, or no?
Liz Cheney, 100%.
You think?
100%.
You think she's
she
the
is
culprit?
an asshole. Yeah, Liz Cheney. But
why do you feel that about her? What makes you say that?
Because what we got to understand here is January 6th was not an insurrection; it was a peaceful protest.
Well, somebody did die.
I understand that we were bashing windows, but you know what? Those people that were at that Capitol bashing those windows paid for that building, so I feel like they could do whatever they want.
I mean, I'm all for peaceful protest, but it was pretty.
They paid for these streets and they paid for that building to be there, so they should be allowed to do whatever the hell they want.
This is a comedy podcast. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but I think one or two people did die, and there were people injured too.
That was bad.
That was horrific. Yeah,
it was horrific. Yeah. It was horrific.
But I think too, what's really interesting is when you saw the videos of the Capitol Police officers just letting people in and doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Also, I'd like to say I think what is happening in Palestine, I think it's terrible.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's terrible.
No controversial opinions. I agree, man.
I mean,
it's crazy.
I don't know why they all have to be dying like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy too. This is the first thing.
I mean, I saw a picture on Instagram today. People standing with plates, holding it out to someone. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's like me holding a cup out and say, please fill this with beer, sir. It's terrible.
People already do that in this country.
But it's terrible.
I think being homeless is like a smart, I mean, it's not smart, but like, it's like you're a small business essentially. Because like you're always working 24/7. People got I was in Florida and there was a person with cardboard like holding up like their Venmo sign, you know?
Yep.
It doesn't, if you want to hustle, it's a good side hustle.
Yeah.
But I want to ask a next question here. What are your thoughts on Tucker Carlson going to Russia? Because you talked about Russia, but we didn't really talk about Tucker a lot.
Tucker, see, Tucker, he's a great guy. You love him.
You think?
Oh, he's awesome.
I
think he should be vice president. Swami, whatever they call you. I don't know. I think you're an awesome guy, but sorry, but I think Tucker is still above you, man.
I like Vivek.
Oh yeah,
He's
Vivek. Cool. He's okay, but Tucker I think would go great with a Trump presidency.
Huh? Why do you think that?
I just think obviously we saw what Mike Pence did. Terrible. He just he had to join the corruptness.
Yeah, he's
couldn't be on the side of the truth.
No.
In the matter.
No. This is like the Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams podcast interview.
And I think Tucker going to Putin, I think Putin loved it.
You think?
Oh, hell yeah. Putin loves Trump.
Tucker was sucking Putin's dick a little bit. You know what I mean?
Like I said before, you have to do that.
For lack of a better term.
You have to do that to make him happy.
Well, I mean, literally.
You don't literally have to suck him, but like you have to act like you're going to. Like I said, if you want Putin to be happy, you give him what the man wants.
Oh boy.
He doesn't ask for much. Just give it to him.
No, he asked for a decent amount. Because I feel like Tucker going over there, man. I feel like it was a little bit of like propaganda. Because he went into Moscow, which is like the nicest place in Russia.
Oh hell yeah.
He was talking about, oh yeah, I buy all this stuff. It's only like $103 or whatever. But he doesn't realize like the Russian ruble, it's like so devalued to the point like it costs like 50% of the Russians' income is like their food, which is crazy. Yeah. And so like I feel like he's really out of touch too, Tucker, with that, because he put a quarter or whatever it was, like 10 rubles into the shopping cart, and like he's like, oh, this is how you avoid homelessness, people like stealing the shopping carts. But if you go to like place like Aldi, you put a quarter in and like then you get the cart, so it's not that different from America. He was talking about too how like the subway in Moscow is like really clean, but then he didn't go like outside of Moscow, which I believe is the country's capital. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. Moscow, yes.
Yeah, so like that's the economic, I would like to say, like focal point of the country of Russia, and so like he didn't go to anywhere else really, and I think that's my issue with that. Like I feel like he went there to make it a point like Russia's not woke, and so like they're doing so much better than
That's
us.
right. That's why Putin is my man.
Well, hold on, but you do have to once again realize that he does kill his political opponents, and he does.
I get that, but he would never touch Donald Trump.
Right, because I think
because Donald Trump knows how to handle the situation. Like I said, give the man what he wants, and he's happy. He'll leave you alone.
Yeah, so we'll just agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of this country. You can agree to disagree.
That's right, man.
Alrighty. What are your thoughts on the homeless issue in America?
I don't know. I think the homeless people, I don't know, man. They could walk into McDonald's and say, "You hiring?" They could go into, because I've talked to the guy who owns Clayton Heating and Air, and he's had people that came off the streets and they're fixing his cars, or they're going out and doing jobs for him. So I think they could go find a job.
What's like your?
But I understand what they're going through. They don't want to be in a building for 8 hours a day and be told what to do by a man.
They want to work outside, or woman.
I agree with that, but unfortunately, to live in this country, you gotta work. Sadly.
What do you think about the wage gap? Is the wage gap real? Or is
wage gap?
The wage, like men making more money than women. Is it like a conspiracy, or is it true?
No, I don't think it's that. I think the thing is how do you find your way out of that?
Yeah.
Truthfully, if you want to be a rich person in this country, you have to be crooked.
You think?
I think so. You have to be crooked, and you have to get away with it.
You don't think that there's any like honest billionaires out there? I mean, I don't know. There might not be.
I mean, Trump's an honest person, but
do you think?
I think hell yeah.
I don't know. I don't trust politicians, and even though Trump's a businessman at heart, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. I don't know.
I trust him.
I don't know if he's honest.
It's not even him saying that. I see the things that he says, and you never heard any other president say the things he says.
Yeah, I think the definitive thing he said for me was when he was talking about COVID, and he was talking about like a graph, but it was a model of like the COVID deaths, whatever. And he said, like a board model, not like model like that.
Now,
that was
I can't trust the numbers they gave out of deaths, because most of those numbers that were given out were by the Democrats. I think a lot more people lived than they were saying.
Really?
I do. Because I had COVID. And let me tell you, I mean, it was terrible. It sucked.
Really?
I was in the house for a week.
Oof.
Thank goodness it was around NFL time, though, so I had football to watch. I was occupied. And my Brownies, unfortunately, were playing in Denver and Los Angeles.
Oof. That was a bad
at that time, and they lost both those games. Oh, it was terrible. I think a lot more people lived.
What are your thoughts on Deshaun Watson? Is he innocent or is he guilty?
I mean, look at Trump. When you have that kind of money, you're going to be attacked.
So you don't think like Deshaun Watson is guilty at all?
I wouldn't say I don't know. What I'm going to tell you is I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like to believe he's not, because he has all that money.
I understand, and you're a fan of I'm a fan of the Browns too.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, nobody knows.
I mean,
you can assume, but you never know, really.
I mean, I think if we would have stuck with Mayfield, I don't really know.
I don't know.
I don't know what would have happened. Maybe we would have been 11-6 like Flacco got us, but we still wouldn't have been first round exits either way.
Baker did get to the second round though.
Oh, he did.
So I don't know. I was rooting for
Baker
too.
But here's the thing: if that game was sold out Heinz Field, no way we would have won.
Yeah.
No way. We won that game because there was nobody at that freaking stadium.
I think I agree with you, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's tragic. Since we're getting into sports a little bit now, what are your thoughts on Bronny James? Is he gonna be as good as LeBron? Is he even gonna make the NBA? What are your thoughts?
It's not that I think that he won't be as good as Dad. I think the NBA will make sure he's as good as his father.
What do you mean by that?
I think that if LeBron James, he's more of an actor now in the NBA than he is a basketball player. He's just there to put on the show for the fans.
Yeah.
When he's playing. And I think LeBron would say, all right, he's going to go talk to Adam Silver. Adam Silver, if I give you this amount of millions of dollars, will you make my son be as good as me? Well, I mean, like, will you make the games easy for my son to look like me? So on this night of this day against this team, I want my son to score 50 points. All right, LeBron, we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And the next night, he's going to come out and he's going to score 10. Yeah. But he's still going to have a double-double.
Yeah.
That's what I think about it.
It's crazy. I saw Bronny was scoreless in 3 straight games.
Let me tell you something. Money, if you're wealthy in this country, man, you can get whatever you want.
It's a sad thing, but it is true.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that with the whole Epstein thing.
Yep.
I mean, for years.
I'm sure Epstein bought his way out of all that.
Yeah, he was able to, but eventually,
Eventually caught up to him.
Yeah. Bro, that's such a sad thing. And it's crazy because I don't think that's the only island where these things happened. And I think, like, people want to make it out like...
Now, Jeffrey Epstein, he's the one that ate all those people, right?
No.
That was...
Epstein...
Or I'm thinking of...
Epstein was the one that had the pedophile island. And he would fly celebrities out and, like, politicians out to that.
Maybe I'm thinking... Who am I thinking of? The guy that ate all these kids, like these boys?
Dahmer? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of him.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Because this one person I was talking to told me that she believes that God has forgiven Jeffrey Dahmer. I just don't know if that's true.
I don't know. It's a very interesting topic, you know.
It is, but what Epstein did,
we've gotten to the
he got away with a lot of it because of money.
Yeah. And so many people too. He was tied to so many people. Like people talk about Trump, Bill Clinton.
Let's just say I had $300 million, and I was getting a criminal charge where I could face, a good amount of years in prison. I could go to the judge and say, $150 million. You keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, all right, we'll come in, we'll act like everything's normal, and we'll make sure that we have a way to say that the evidence is non-extraterritorial or whatever I'm saying.
Whatever.
They're gonna make sure that I'm not gonna be guilty because I gave them that money.
That's right. Yeah, I understand.
Now, say if I didn't have money, I'm gonna go in there. We find the state of Ohio versus James Clacko. We find the defendant James Clacko guilty of all charges.
Your name is James.
Yep. No, that's my real name.
I never put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, that's my real name.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't put that together.
Yep.
Is it okay if I still call you Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing I'd like to say to YouTube, I don't think I said anything wrong on this.
I hope not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
We're gonna put a trigger warning in front before the episode starts.
I don't think I said anything wrong.
No. I think everything's good.
Wasn't racist. Wasn't nothing.
No.
Did I talk bad about President Biden? Of course I did.
Right, but he's white. You know what I mean? He's an old white man. That's popular.
This has nothing to do with race. This is me. I just don't. What I see, I'm an extremist.
Oh.
So obviously my beliefs and opinions are going to be different than a liberal or a progressive Democrat.
Right. I mean, you're a man of opinions.
Yep. I'm a conservative. I'm a far right.
Far right?
Oh, I am very far right.
Interesting.
I love it too.
I hope this episode doesn't get taken down. Why would you consider yourself far right? Once again, folks, this is a comedy podcast.
I just don't believe in anything that the liberal or nowadays progressive Democrats believe in. I love gas-powered cars. I'm all for the Catholic churches and Christians, and I just think all that stuff is great.
Yeah, I think people should have freedom of religion, no doubt.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on all these Teslas in the past month when the certain part of the country, like the Midwest, had that cold spell and it was like 0 degrees?
I would like to ask you about these electric vehicles. So let's just say they ban all powered vehicles.
Okay.
How in the hell does our government expect every freaking American to just go out there and buy an electric car? Now, look, a billionaire, a millionaire, a wealthy person, and even a comfortable person that makes, anywhere, $200,000 above.
Let the camera see.
Oh, sorry,
no,
$200,000 above. They'll be fine. Yeah. What about the people that don't make that a year? What are they gonna do? They can't just go out and spend $30,000 to $50,000 on a new car.
They do say the middle class is shrinking.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, but you're wrong, because if you listen to our dumb president, he says that he restructured and fixed the middle class.
I don't know. I think that
no, the middle class is in trouble.
Do you think that Biden has done anything good? Are you able to say a good thing about Biden?
Yeah, the only thing recently good that he has done is he's actually been able to not fall and stand on his feet and stay awake. Seriously, that's the only good thing he's done.
What do you think about the reports that he couldn't remember when he was vice president? Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, man. Like he said, like this is the definition of America right now. That's America right now.
That's an interesting definition. Have you found that in Webster?
I searched it, blah, 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 but there was nothing there.
Continue talking. I'm going to see if we're recording still.
Oh, there was nothing there. I don't know. I didn't find anything. Oh, gosh. Beer is great, isn't it? Because when he said blah, 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 I thought maybe like Bugs Bunny was on stage.
Interesting.
Hey, what's up, Doc? Silly Whammit. They ought to start calling him Bugs Biden.
Bucks. That's actually that's very good.
Yeah.
That was very good. Oh, that was a good one.
And then
Wow.
Trump will be the guy that's like, I'm gonna kill a rabbit today.
Oh boy.
The Looney Tunes.
James.
The Looney Tunes put it out.
James.
Come
let's
on.
Not, let's not encourage violence.
I'm not, but the Looney Tunes even said, I'm gonna kill me a rabbit.
James.
And kids were watching that.
James.
I watched the Looney Tunes. I'm not encouraging violence.
James. Come on.
I'm not encouraging violence. Excuse me.
Hey, you know what? You're excused.
Thank you.
This is your episode. I've been thinking about this recently over the past 15 minutes, and I think it's a good idea to.
Before he says anything else, I would just like to tell him that Mooney will always be better than Urslan.
There it is. I mean, listen, I don't really have a stake in the game anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm graduated.
Nah, me neither. But I still love when we beat Urslan in anything.
For the national viewers that are coming in that aren't from Ohio, we went to rival schools. High schools.
Yep. Rival schools. He went to Urslan, I went to Mooney.
That's right.
Hell yeah,
That's right.
baby.
You know,
PJ Fecko, baby.
You know, we have people that watch in Canada and the UK. Like 2 viewers.
Dan
but
Reardon may have a good record against Carl, but he does not. He will never own PJ Fecko.
I don't have a stake in the game, like I said. So, I mean.
That's my boy right there, PJ Fecko, baby.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah, you're a fan.
4-time state champion.
He's certainly a good. They're both good coaches.
Oh, they certainly are.
Yeah.
And and look, it will be much harder for Carl to win a state championship because of the positions he is in. You know, like when PJ was head coach, he had guys like John Simon and McCarthy. You know,
NFL
Carl
dudes.
doesn't have those guys.
I don't know any of the guys Carl has.
No, like Carl, like they're good athletes. But they're just not like where they were when Coach Fecko was there. You know? Like when Coach Fecko was there, D3 every year was Mooney and Steubenville. Mm-hmm. Every year. You just don't have that anymore. Oh, don't get me wrong. Carl Pelini is a great head coach.
You're a fan of Carl?
Oh, I love both of them.
I don't know the man.
Don Butchie, Fecko, and Pelini. They're all my favorites.
I don't know them, but I know who they are, obviously.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about something that I talked to you about recording this. Did you make an album, or was it just that one song?
I made a stupid song just to mess around.
It kind of blew up, though.
It did. But I thought it was stupid, but I mean, it blew up.
Were you professing your love for any particular person, or were you just singing it to sing
I was
it?
just singing it just to sing it.
How many views did it get?
I think I can't remember. I think it hit almost 2,000. If not, it got 1,000 for sure.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
How many watch hours did you get from that specific video?
Oh, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Well, I would like to say I am a fan of your vocals. You did a good job on the song. I thought you made an album, but I must have mistaken for some. Anyway, so local musician James Clacko. Yeah. It was a good song, man. I enjoyed listening to it. It was fun.
Oh yeah.
Made me smile. Next up here.
Can I just say that there are now a lot more African American Trump supporters?
That was a little bit out of the blue, but you can.
I just wanted to bring that
up.
up.
No, yeah, you got the floor. This is your episode.
To let you know.
Well, yeah, I know. So. And I feel like more so like economically, Trump didn't do a bad job.
You remember YG made a song called Donald Trump.
Yeah, and I remember too. YG also kicked a Trump supporter off his stage. Actually, no, the guy said, would you vote for Donald Trump? Do you like Donald Trump? And he wouldn't respond, so YG kicked him off.
Well, actually, YG back in 2019 and 2016 had a concert where he sang Donald Trump.
A lot of people agree.
Yeah, well, good for them.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, well, and now all those people are spending all their paychecks at the grocery store and at the gas pump. So you know what? Not my problem. Because you know what? I'm sitting here and I'm laughing at him.
Oh. I mean, yeah, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
What are your thoughts? Because this is something I've kind of like, I've talked about this on previous episodes too, but like there's people that get in the comments and they get angry. Trump obviously had the stimulus checks and he printed essentially printed money, just free money, whatever, from the government to the people of America. And I know it technically came out of like the people's income tax, but do you think that not the Social Security, do you think that the stimulus checks like contributed to inflation? What do you think about that?
Oh man, the stimulus checks, number one. Well, when they came out, I think they were dumb.
Really?
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I didn't get a stimulus check, so I mean,
why not?
I don't know. Maybe I can go ask our president why I didn't get one. I mean, everybody else got one, but me, I didn't get the 2,000 or 400 or whatever they gave.
Interesting.
And to be honest with you, I could care less.
Really?
Care less. $2,000.
Yeah, I know.
Who cares?
Yeah, well.
But I think a lot of people that got that check felt like,
You're okay.
You know what? We're set. No, let me tell you, you're not set.
Yeah.
You're not set. You are nowhere near set. Because let me tell you something. You know the Walton family, right? They own Walmart.
I do now, yes. Not to cut you off, by the way, but cheers to you, sir.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome. Let me tell you something. The Walton family gave every person. If he gave every person $1 million, $10 million, $20 million in this country, my goodness, would he still be set? I'm just saying.
You think?
I know so. Walmart. You see Walmart. Walmart is huge. And you know who else is becoming? It's just as big as Walmart now? Dollar General. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they do have a lot of stores.
They are everywhere. I don't think I've been in a town this year where I didn't see a Dollar General.
How many towns have you been in this year?
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't remember every town. I was just in East Palestine last Friday. I was there for the Trump rally. I think it was good.
Yeah.
There was some woman that came by and said, "Grow up."
To you.
To me, because of who I want to support.
I mean, it's your right.
It's ridiculous. I didn't look at her and say "fuck you" because you like Biden.
You did?
No, I didn't. I didn't even look at her. I'm just standing there with the Trump people having a conversation. They had hot dogs and donuts.
My bad.
No, I didn't even. But seriously, like I don't go. Like I went to the Democrat headquarters down in Youngstown.
Right.
I just wanted to. And Joyce isn't there anymore. Me and her have gotten into many arguments.
Really?
And fights over Republicans and Democrats and DeSantis and Trump and Biden and Obama. Oh yeah, we have our times. But I didn't go down there and start a ruckus. I just went in there, looked around, and there's a new guy that's in there. And I didn't make it obvious that I was a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Because when I went in there, I asked him, "Are you 100%? Are you a Biden guy?" And I said, 100%. I said, "You know what? Me too." See, I didn't want to say I was for Trump because then it starts arguments.
You don't want
I said, "You guys have a nice setup here, man." He's like, "Oh, thank you very much." He said, "Do you want to run as a Democrat?" I said, "Nah, I don't really get into that stuff, but I just wanted to come see what you guys were about."
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm done with all my questions, and then we have the one last thing that I wanted to talk to you about today. Ladies and gentlemen that are still watching the show, we planned out before this that we were going to do a top 5 fast food chain draft. It's like no local stuff, all like national fast food chains. So like your McDonald's, your Burger King, your Wendy's.
Oh yeah,
like,
let's go.
On that par. So Jimmy, I'm going to check the camera real quick if we're still recording here, and then we're gonna start. So how it'll go, fellas, is it'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you'll list like your 5th, and you'll work all the way up to your favorite. All right. So give me your 5th right now, and then tell me why.
God, this is hard. I'm gonna have to say my 5th fast food place is gonna be.
And also, too, real quick before you tell me, if you choose something or if I choose something that we can't take each other's thing if you've already listed it.
Okay, well, my 5th one is going to be Sonic.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm a fan of that. Why Sonic?
When I see greasy, when I see a fryer and food, I'm there. And Sonic, it tastes so good.
Yeah, their milkshakes are good, too.
Yeah, it doesn't treat me well afterwards, but in the moment when I'm eating it, it satisfies.
All right. Number 5. Give me Wendy's for my 5th.
Oh,
Wendy's is. I feel like it's a little bit cleaner food than your traditional Burger King, McDonald's. I mean, obviously we're from the Midwest.
yeah.
But that's my 5th. So then it's gonna go to my 4th. And for my 4th, I've been thinking about this a lot. And I gotta say Cane's at 4 for me. I love Cane's. Do I prefer it to Chick-fil-A? No, I'd rather have Chick-fil-A. But Cane's is just that their sauce makes it for me, in my opinion. I love the combination with their chicken and their sauce. And then, too, their ice, which is underrated. I feel like their ice, just the way it's shaped, I know that's so weird to say, but I love their ice. Fries are good, whatever, but what makes it for me personally is the ice and the sauce. It's going to go your 4th, and then you're going to pick your 3rd.
All right, my 4th favorite fast food chain. We going to have, everybody knows this, we got the meats. We got Arby's.
Oh, that's a controversial take. Arby's at number 4. Why?
Cause man, Arby's they're good, man. They got it all, man. Roast beef. Oh, they have you ever tried their buffalo wings?
I have.
Oh, they're good.
They're not bad at all.
Their curly fries, their cheese sticks. You can never go wrong with Arby's. Like, I can go to Arby's right now, and I'll be satisfied for the rest of the day.
Huh. What's your 3rd?
Excuse me. Oh, my 3rd? No. My 3rd favorite. Ooh, this is tough. Does it have to be just fast food?
Yeah. I like fast casual.
All right, my 3rd favorite. We're gonna say it. Better green is better pizza. Papa John's.
That's a good one. That's a
Papa
good
John's, baby.
Why Papa John's?
I just think their pizza is solid. It's solid. They just do a real good job. The cheese and the pepperoni, and you get the greasy dip,
Yeah.
whatever that's called.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like the oil.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Now, what's your 4th and 3rd?
So, I think I did pick my 4th. My 4th was Cane's, but it's going to be my 3rd and my 2nd.
Oh, okay. Your 3rd and your 2nd.
You know, this is a tough one because you go back and forth.
I do.
I was going to pick Arby's, but you took it from me. This is a controversial take for 3rd, but I am probably going to have to go Popeyes. I love
chicken.
Popeyes. Popeyes is great.
Oh,
Once again, I don't prefer Popeyes over Chick-fil-A, but it's just that Popeyes offers a little bit more than Cane's for me to put it
Oh, it does.
over Cane's.
Oh, hell yeah.
And just, I love those chicken sandwiches. They're different enough for me to put it over. That's what put
Nice.
it over the top. And then at number 2, man, I gotta go Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A
Nice.
doesn't take it for me. Because you'll see my number 1 if you don't take it. But Chick-fil-A, it's just like, it's God's
Nice.
chicken. You love God's chicken. Everybody loves God's chicken. And just like, so many selections. The chicken just tastes great. I love the breakfast at Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A number 2.
Can I do my 2nd and my 1st?
Yes.
So my 2nd one here, I mean, I know some people don't like it, but we eat fresh at Subway.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. And then what's your number 1?
Oh, man. You always get the cravings. Wingstop.
Really?
Wingstop.
Wingstop at number 1.
Oh, yeah. They are phenomenal.
James.
You don't like Wingstop?
I mean, I wouldn't put it at 1.
Oh, it is good. Come
Interesting. All right. Well, for my one is Chipotle. Without a
bad.
doubt.
on now. Not bad.
Chipotle is the go-to. That's it, man.
Yeah, Chipotle he's right. Hotheads, you suck. No offense.
No offense. You heard it here first. Jimmy Clacko, is there anything else? Promote yourself.
No, I would like to say, now, Wingstop, but when it comes to where I want to get my wings, Quaker Steak over anyone. Quaker Steak and Lube over B-Dubs. Any day of the week.
You think?
Hell yeah.
Interesting take.
Quaker Steak and Lube over B-Dubs.
Well, all right. That is the top 5 fast food place draft. Real quick to
How
end.
about a beer, damn it? That's all right.
Well, do you want to continue the podcast?
I don't know, man. What else would we talk about? We talked about Putin and...
I think we got, because I asked you all the questions. Is there anything else you want to say before we?
And I wanted...
Anything else you want to say before we cut it?
Yeah, I want to say... the Democrats and anyone else, vote Trump if you want to be alive and not be put in the grave. So, thank you. That's all I'd like to say.
Where can everybody find you on social media? Or do you want to promote your social media?
I don't care. You can look me up on Instagram. Clacko.
There you have it.
Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Vote for Donald John Trump if you want to be a free man and woman in this country.
Or non-binary person.
Or that. And if you want to have, if you want to have rights, definitely vote for Trump, because Biden's only using abortion rights politically. He does not give a shit about your rights. So.
All right. Once again, folks, this is a comedy podcast.
It is a comedy podcast, but I'm just telling you the truth, folks.
Please don't ban us, YouTube.
YouTube is not going to ban us.
I hope not.
They're not going to ban us. What the hell?
I've been waiting on this interview for 2 years.
Oh, I loved it.
Would you want to come back?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, bet. You've been scared of coming on.
Why don't we come back after Trump wins?
How about that?
On the election night, because he's going to win. He's going to win.
Whatever. Yeah, I would love to have you back on.
He's going to win.
Why did it take you so long to come on the podcast?
I don't know, man. I
would see you in public and I would harass you a little bit and say
man.
You don't think it was harassment because you didn't seem like you were too keen to come on in the past.
But I'm glad I'm here.
Because I would ask you and I feel like you'd blow me off a little bit.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, well, it is what it is. But I appreciate you for coming on now, man, and I would love to do this again.
Oh, we'll do. When Trump wins, we'll do it again.
This has been awesome.
And for anybody else that hears me, I said when he wins, because he's going to win.
Mic drop, baby.
Mic drop, baby.
All right, James. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Of course. Once again,
you think anyone will get mad that I support Putin?
Probably, but that's okay.
I really don't care.
Okay, there we go. We'll put a disclaimer up. Everybody, real quick, if you haven't subscribed already, we're going to need you to subscribe. This is a comedy podcast.
This is a comedy podcast.
Exactly. So if you haven't done it already, go check out my other episodes. Please, we are so close to being monetized. We're this close. If you are interested in coming on the podcast, then you're going to email the email in the description, please. Pretty basic. Say who you are. Your contact information will get you on.
Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, beer is a good thing.
Beer is a good thing, folks. We'll see ya.